Claro. Es increíble hacer toda una entrada en calor emocionado.
Guys, I have to be honest. I had to wait a little bit. I had to pause, and because I needed to recover before talking about what just happened about Leo Messi in his last game with Argentina in Argentinian soil. So he played his last official game against Venezuela, right? And I guess he will not play another official match. At least not in Argentinian soil. And at the end of the game, even Messi said it. He said, "I'm not sure if I will play the World Cup. I'm going to take it game by game," which is, to me, I am not ready for this. And listen, I'm not Argentinian, okay? But look, I have Messi back here on my back wall. I'm a huge fan, and I felt the emotion. And I know many culés around the world, Barcelona fans like me, tuned in because Messi for us it's not just an Argentinian icon. He is a Barcelona legend. He's a football legend, rather, the greatest of all time, right? That's to me, it would be crazy not to say that. And for him, Argentina has always been the dream for Messi. That sure, it's the one that he fought for, the one he cried for, and the one that he completed his history in 2021 when he finally lifted the Copa America, and then he lifted the World Cup. So today, watching him walk away off that field, it hit me, especially when he was so emotionally after the game and during the warm up as well. And we're just at the beginning of the end, and I just can't still fathom the fact that he's gonna be retiring here pretty soon, and it just sucks. Now, this is not a retirement by any means. Messi hasn't said he's done. He hasn't said that he'll play the World Cup either. Like I said, after the game, he said he's going to take it game by game. But I'm going to go out on a limb, and we will see Leo Messi at the next World Cup, okay? The world needs Messi still. We need to see Messi in the USA at the World Cup. It just has to happen. And I know Argentina is going to have a deep run because they have an amazing team. I have them ranked top 3 in the world. So they will be a force to be reckoned with in this World Cup. But let's be honest, okay? The level's still there. The pace is still there. The touch, the elegance, the IQ, and it's all still there. Like Messi to this day is more consistent than so many players in Europe in their prime, for God's sake. This is ridiculous. Nobody can tell me that even this version of Messi couldn't make a difference with Barcelona, especially playing at the 10, let's say, instead of Olmo, for example. I want to see him say goodbye in the biggest stage with the number 10 on his back with Argentina. That Messi has had he's been so blessed throughout his whole career, right? And even tonight, he's saying bye in Argentinian soil in an official match, and he almost scored a hat trick. He should have had a hat trick tonight. That's how blessed this kid is, okay? Now, let's talk about the game itself, okay? Leo Messi tonight, he scores a brace in Argentinian soil in his last official game, and honestly, it should have been a hat trick. Like I said, his final goal was ruled offside. But that chip, oh my God, that was vintage Messi. If that didn't remind you of the best Messi times, I don't know what does. And think about this. At 38 years old, Messi is the top scorer in the World Cup qualifiers. The most brutal, competitive qualifiers on the planet. And he's still leading the charts, still decisive, still magical. Just go things, man. That is it. Just go things is the only and best way to put it. And here's what broke me as a culé. Watching him get emotional, because when Messi gets emotional, we all feel it. We saw it when he said goodbye at the press conference. That really broke me, man. That was crazy. We know the end is so close, right? And there's nothing scarier for football than a world without Leo Messi on the pitch. Literally, my entire livelihood is being around Leo Messi. When Leo Messi is not on any pitch, that's going to take a toll in my personal love for the game. And now let's talk about the brilliance, right? Against Venezuela in the 39th minute. Julian Alvarez makes a perfect run. Paredes, it starts the game off. He gets the pre-assist, a beautiful pass. Alvarez could have shot it. I thought he was, but instead he lays it off, and Messi takes a touch, right? And with three Venezuelan defenders collapsing, chips it over the keeper. Simple, elegant, lethal. Oh my God! It's just such a thing of beauty. It's almost like the game slows down for him so much, and he can do whatever he wants. That's what reminds me of. And then in the 80th minute, Almada plays a diagonal ball. Leo Messi, like a tennis shot, just Messi controls it and glides it into space. And once again, the chip goal in the 85th minute, classical Messi 1-on-1 with the keeper. The famous left-footed, right? Another chip, another piece of magic. But this time, unfortunately, it gets disallowed. It really sucks, man. It would have been so cool to see Leo Messi just get 3 goals in this game. It would have just been it was just a piece of magic, right? Called offsides. In fairness, right? And maybe that poetic, right? It may be poetic, but even when they cancel this Messi goal, the beauty of the moment still leaves. That he could have still walked away with a hat trick on his last game in Argentina. So let's zoom out, okay? Let's try to put this in perspective, because this farewell felt a lot like Kobe Bryant's final season. And if you guys remember that, every game became like a celebration for Kobe Bryant. Every arena knew we're watching something we'll probably never see again. And Kobe went out and scored 60 points, vintage Kobe Bryant, in his very, very last game. Messi's farewell in Argentina, it's the same energy. He didn't jog through 90 minutes. He didn't look old. He looked like Messi, right? A brace. And not just the goals, he was making a difference throughout the entire match. The smile, the magic, just the vintage chip. It was just so fitting when I saw. I'm so sorry if you missed this game from Messi, because it just meant so much for a lot of Barcelona, for Argentina, for Leo Messi. It just meant so much for so many reasons. And this is what separates good from the great, right? Most players fade out quietly. Messi at 38, he's 38 years old, man. Still top scorer in South America. He's still not fading. He's literally living while still being great. He's like leaving the sport, right, while being great. So to me that's insane. And Tom Brady did this too, by the way. Even in his final season, he led the NFL in passing yards. That's what legends do. Tom Brady took the Tampa Bay Buccaneers before his last season to a championship, and then he retired by leading the NFL in passing, which to me that was crazy. They don't crawl to the finish line. The GOATs, man, that's what they do. They sprint through it. And that's Messi right now. So here's my final takeaway on this whole night, right? This was the perfect farewell in Argentina. Vintage Messi, virtuoso performance, and now all eyes turn in the World Cup. But let's be real. Messi belongs on that stage. One last dance, baby. Please, one last dance to remind the world why the greatness why he still has that greatness, and why he is the greatest of all time, why he's the GOAT. So today Messi says goodbye to official football in Argentina, and maybe next year he'll say goodbye to the game itself. I'm guessing probably after the World Cup he'll say I'm done. But until then, let's enjoy every second, because the end truly is near. And when he's gone, football will never be the same.
Thank